came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And that one... into the end zone for an opening touchback. Collegiate star in nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the...
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This is Ingram on first and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 24, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
30-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Mark Ingram.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, Jackson. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First down, Steelers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. Hurts, the best running quarterback in this year's crop of rookies. He's got a 1st down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Hurts to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second down and 7. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, The NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Steelers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. On the give, this is McFarland. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A reminder once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Hard throw, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's good to make it 14-0.
makes the score. Ravens 14, Steelers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
It's a gain of 10.
Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Third down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
This is caught at the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Complete.
25 yards that time. It took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Pittsburgh.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Running with McFarland. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down right.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. His throw incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Returning it, here's Hamler. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Looking deep here for Ebron. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
At the throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 93 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers 7. Mike Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 30-yard line.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got daylight. 30. The 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. But it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ingram denied on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, McFarland. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Second and 16. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it'll be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And the Steeler first down.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger going for it all. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. Brings up
so they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and be